Hello people, today I'm going to be making spinach and onion soup, and I've just picked some spinach from the garden. I'm just washing it in the sink because it's got a little bit of dirt on it. So after you give them a wash, shake the water off. I've also got a pot of boiling water here. You can just cut the spinach off roughly. And the white bits, it doesn't matter. So just put oil in the pot. And also 1 onion. Oh, I've got some parsley here also from the garden. I've got to chop that up soon. That's going to add in towards it at the end. So just have to peel the skin off the onion. Good way to do this, if your eyes water, you do it under a running tap, because that stops the gases coming from the onion and going to your eyes. That's what causes your eyes to water and sting. And don't go rubbing your eyes, or put your hands on your face after you've used the onions, because that will make your eyes worse. So you just have to dice the onion. And that also goes into the spinach. And I just got to find a lid. Are you ready? And my eyes are starting to sting now, so hang on a minute. Sorry about that, my eyes were stinging. Okay, next, you just get the parsley and chop it all up. If you want to give it a wash under water, cold water of course. Shake the excess water off and just finally chop it up. You don't have to use the stems, you can throw them away. I used to do a lot of this stuff when I was working at the Catholic Club, because I used to run the bistro at Liverpool Catholic Club where I live. I used to run the bistro on a Friday night. I was cooking for heaps of people. Plus, even more, I used to work for the RAAF. If you don't know what the RAAF is, it's the Royal Australian Air Force. And I was cooking for the soldiers in there. I was cooking for 90 people by myself, but only 70 people turned up. That was a few years ago. So I've been in the hospitality for 14 years, maybe 15. I got my RSA and RCG. That's to work in clubs with alcohol, stuff like that. So anyway, now that's done. I just have to wait a few minutes for the spinach and the onion to boil. Okay, so this pasta I'm just going to put in this bowl so I can use it later. Just going to clean this board because it's got all pasta all over it. That's one thing you have to do when you work in a club. You've got your area, which is called your station, and you've got to keep your station clean at all times. As soon as you finish doing something, you clean it up for the next job, which I always have to do. And also more important, because you're in hospitality, which I'm not doing now, you have to wear rubber gloves because you're dealing with the public. And you're serving food, and it all comes down to hygiene. Also, with this chicken, I'm going to add these chicken noodles to that soup that I'm making. So I'm just going to bash them up. They're all broken. Inside the packet, because the chicken noodles is a packet of chicken flavour or seasoning, which I'm also going to add as well. Okay, I'm just going to check this. It's not exactly ready yet. I'll just give it a few more minutes. Also, I will do a bit of milk. About 1/4 cup of milk, you don't need much. Oh, by the way, that's light milk if you've got high cholesterol. And also, I'll fill this up with about 1/2 cup of water, or water to match the milk anyway. And there you go, and that will we'll add that to this soup when I blend it up. I've got to get a blender and blend it up. So I'll be with you in a minute. These are my this is my chef knives kit. I used to take this with me, or not in this actual pack, but in something else. I used to take it with me when I used to work at the RAAF. I'll just give you a look inside. It's really, really heavy. These things here are the steel. That's what you sharpen your knives on. And you sharpen the knife like that. First of all, you have to have like a knife sharpener like this. And you put it on a 45-degree angle, which is almost flat. And when you've done, this is supposed to be on the board, but my knife set is there, so I can't do it. So when you've done that, that puts burrs on the blade. So to get rid of them burrs off the edge of that blade, you run it on your steel like that. And that gets rid of your burrs and keeps your knife sharp all the time. I bought these steels from the markets, $20. If you ever seen a butcher, they have their knives in a big thing hanging off their side, off their hip, and they have these in their hip, in their knife block thing. That's because they're always sharpening their knives up. It's going to be hard to show you these knives here. If I can show you without them falling out, I'll just give you a quick look. I'll just try and lift some of them up, they're going to all fall out. That's my chef's knife set. Worth a lot of money, all them knives. You can see all them. It's quite a lot there. And I've had them ever since I've been in hospitality. For 14 years. Every chef has to have their own knives when you're going to be working in a club. Right, I'm just going to put these knife sets back and I'll be back soon. Okay, I just got my blender. I'm going to blend up the soup now, or turn it into a soup. I'll just see if I can move my camera. Okay, I'm just going to blend this up to a fine, really fine soup. You can't see it, but it's turning green. I don't know whether you can, I'll see if I can tilt it. You probably can't see that. Can you see that there? Just hang on a second, I might turn this light on because it looks like the light keeps on changing. Okay, that's all blended up now. So into that, I'm going to add that milk and water. And also now I'm going to put the noodles in. Bloody hell, what happened there? That's a bit weird. I already pulled out one packet. I just brought the noodles out, another packet came in. What are they doing? That's a bit weird. Normally you only get one sachet of flavour. So I'm going to add that sachet now. I don't want to add the other one because it's not chicken soup. And I don't want it to be too chickeny. So also with that, I'm going to put some cracked salt. And some cracked pepper. I put a fair bit of pepper in there because I like pepper. Well, I'm just going to put this salt and pepper back. Also, I'm going to add one slice of light cheese. This is low cholesterol light cheese. So you just put that in. That will melt in there. That also adds a slight cheesy flavour to it. It's almost ready. I just got to wait for the noodles to soften up a bit. I'll just get some plates ready. A plate and a bowl. The reason for the plate and the bowl together is because that's how they serve soup in a restaurant. The reason because they have white tablecloths on their tables, and they don't want them to get food spilt all over them because they can stain, even though some people do. And also another reason is because the soup is very hot and you can burn yourself, so they put the bowl on top of the plate. And if you do happen to spill any, it will go on the plate. Then of course you need a soup spoon. You should see this green soup. Can you see that? It's just about ready. This pot is like about halfway full. It's like about there, up to there, halfway full, which will feed a few people. And this is a healthy meal, by the way. Spinach is really good for you. And as I said, it's got the low cholesterol light milk and the low cholesterol light cheese. So now I can put in these herbs. That also adds flavour, of course. Okay. I can't say I'll plate it up because it's not going in a plate, it's going in a bowl. So give me a minute. Okay, I will put it in the bowl now. And there it is, and I'll see if I can give you a look at it. I'll just lift up my phone. And there it is, my spinach and onion soup. Okay, thanks for watching.